Hello, Libra. Healing Grasshopper here to do your solar eclipse in Aries reading happening on April the 8th. Oops. So, eclipse energy brings like big drastic changes, oftentimes in the macrocosm, things that you see on the news and whatnot. Some big things have happened. We've already had a really big disaster with the bridge that collapsed. Rest in peace to those people that we lost. Horrible. But like big things like that tend to happen, things in government as well. But anyway, in our own lives, that's not to say disaster is coming in our lives, no. um, and for each of us, it's in a different area, which we'll talk about in a moment. But I say all that to say that eclipses usually, like, you notice the energy, you know, something happens that's quite that you can't ignore. So that energy starts about 2 weeks to a month before, and then lingers for many, many months afterward. Um, the astrologers have been talking about the most intense and adverse part of it is going to be, this month while the retrograde is with us. Mercury retrograde, by the way, which started on the 1st, with the shadow period, right? Starting weeks before, which, makes sense with the bridge collapsing. Um, but anyway, you're the only sign that I've talked about this bridge collapsing. I don't know why, but whatever. Um, Maybe some of you know people who you've lost in that accident. I'm very, very sorry. Um, I was actually awake when the news started coming in. It was early in the morning. I was like, OMG, what the hell? Oh, anyway, so yeah, I think a few of you have been impacted because that's so weird. Like my mind just went blank. It was hard for me to think. Yeah, someone's really devastated. I'm sorry. Um, let's really quickly remind ourselves what the notes say from the beginning of the year. If you haven't seen your yearly reading, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Um, and I'll leave information on my favorite astrologers as well. So in the beginning of the year, when I was looking forward to this eclipse, I said correcting or eliminating toxicity in your life will be the task in this energy. Your tolerance for poor behavior will be at an all time low, and you will no longer be able to ignore it. If you feel this way about anyone or a situation in your life, don't be shy, Libra. It's time to take out the scale. Yeah, that's true for a lot of people this year, but um, yeah, mostly you and this energy where, yeah. You've come to a crossroads with some people. Chris Renstrom, by the way, my favorite astrologer, talks about Libra for you that I'm trying to remember because I didn't write it down. Okay. Yeah, he was talking about how the focus, of course, is relationships with you as well, and that uh, you may be needing to take the lead in a decision about how you move forward in the relationship. Like, there are a number of you who are having trouble with your romantic relationships and you've kind of come to a point where something needs to be done. It can't continue the way it's been. And, you know, your significant other is kind of frozen in their thought process and their decision making, and that it's probably going to need to be you that makes the final decision, like what direction you're going to go in, which is yikes. That's a difficult thing to tell someone, like it's all on you, but it kind of probably is going to be Libra. So, and you know what? Libras, you can be very indecisive, but when you're agitated, yeah, you become very decisive. You guys are the perfect people in a situation like this, okay, this is what we're doing. You make the decision, you know, you become the judge. So, but, so to speak, but that, of course you need to use humility and sensitivity in this, obviously. Any of these reversed? Not reversed. Okay. Queen of Wands. Yeah, see? What did I tell you? That's you. The Queen of Wands. She's the boss. She is the boss in the situation. She's the CEO. She's um, calling the shots. But it's perfect that the Queen of Wands came out and not the King of Wands, because the Queen of Wands uh, is, yes, going to call the shots, but keeping her heart engaged in the decision process, right? This is calling the shots with sensitivity and with love and with optimism. Seven of Swords. Spirit already said these are meant to be upright. So, Seven of Swords. Yeah, yeah. hmm The Fool. Yeah. Okay. So, Seven of Swords has come out quite a bit in this solar eclipse energy with the other readings, but each with its own kind of twist here. Yours is Seven of Swords can be kind of a negative energy. It can sometimes mean a thief. This can also mean, being more clever than your opponents type thing, because he's stealing, he appears to be stealing these swords away from this camp here. But this is more for you, it's more of a gentler, subtler energy where it just means that you are the boss. You are the one who is the intelligent thinker here. You're the one who has your wits about you. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Thank you, Spirit. So the Fool is you taking action towards it. This is the decisiveness that I was talking about. And you not being afraid to make that decision, right? Where your significant other, like I said, Chris Renstrom said that your significant other is kind of frozen. This is you not being frozen. This is the opposite of that. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, here's the freezing part. Um, oh, Ten of Cups in the center. Very nice. Okay. We're going to come back to the Four of Pentacles first. Let's get all the cards out first. I'm not quite clear on what direction we're going with the Four of Pentacles yet. I'll know that when I get this card out. What else do you got? What else? What else? Whoa, both of them. Okay, upright. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So you're getting a few different outcomes here. There's no one answer here. It's not like oftentimes I'll get a reading for a certain number of the collective, and I always ask Spirit to get like a majority of the collective. Um, and it'll be like a reading for that collective, right? And I'll be talking to all of you kind of in the same way, but this is kind of like it's almost as if we've got a split collective here, or not even split collective, but like Spirit is showing you a couple of paradigms here, right? Because there's like a crossroad type situation where, so you've got the Four of Pentacles here, which is, and it's under the Queen of Wands, right? I said you are the CEO, you're the one who's calling the shots here, right? But if you are, if you choose to be a tyrannical Queen of Wands, um, let's say you lack the sensitivity, you you dwell too much on your own feelings, your own needs, and your own anger, and you don't take a minute to see your significant others' feelings and their thoughts and their approach and their position. Like you need to have um, empathy for this other person and seeing, putting yourself in their shoes and that kind of thing. If you don't do that, there's going to be a situation where you're not going to have a very good outcome. Your significant other is going to bail, and so might you. This is just like parting of, a very sad ending of someone or both of you walking away licking their wounds. Um, so Spirit saying, try not to do that. I mean, I'm not promising that, you know, if you're super sensitive about it and you do things perfectly, that things will be perfect. No, but they're really, the reading does seem to suggest that for a lot of you, there is a possibility to mend this. Yes. You need to listen to each other. Now, the Fool talks about not being afraid to take a leap. That doesn't mean to be a leap out of the relationship. It can be a leap towards a new solution. You know, just you getting up and doing something as opposed to your significant other that's just kind of frozen and not doing anything. This is you actually deciding to do something. This can be going to counseling. This is just doing something new. And Two of Pentacles under it is you successfully managing that whatever decision it is that you made. Right? And look at this. You've got the two outcomes. You've got Four of Pentacles over here are over controlling and insensitive and lack of empathy and all those things that I was talking about. And you've got the Two of Pentacles over here that's like, okay, we're managing that. We're being diplomatic. We're trying to work with each other type thing. And under here, we've got King of Swords, who is kind of stoic, you know. But the King of Swords is neither loving nor hateful either. He's like he's a fair judge. He will sit there, he'll listen, he's being objective, you know, he's gonna cut BS out where he sees it, but inclusive of others' feelings and that kind of thing. He's a very good judge in a difficult situation. Um, Ten of Swords. Now, some of you are like, but wait, the outcome's the Ten of Swords. You said that, things we might be able to stay together. How does Ten of Swords say that? Ten of Swords just talks about the end of pain. It doesn't need to be the end of the relationship. It could be like, you guys are at loggerheads about something that you just can't resolve, and then you go to a marriage counselor and a couples therapy or whatever, and you find a way to resolve it. And oh, Eureka, you start understanding each other and you could work well together again, Two of Pentacles, and manage it and grow, and the relationship, is able to evolve. And then that will be the end of that rift in your relationship. For some of you, it can be. And another thing, don't beat yourself up too, guys. The ones who feel they need to end this, like, in your own heart who you are and how you're dealing with it. Don't make you feel like, oh, I'm doing it wrong, right? Because I was like, don't be over controlling about, and if you do that, you're going to lose them. And, if you're exiting the relationship, don't feel like Grasshopper is judging you. Um, for some of you, you may be going towards that paradigm of ending things, and either way, there's going to be something better for you. Because now it's very important here that you really focus on the fact that you have the Ten of Cups in the center of your reading, which is very significant. This is, you know, a lot of people would be like, oh, but I wish it was here at the end, because it's like, oh, happy ending, the end. But it's almost better because it's like End of pain is the resolution here, which is what you really want in the first place. But this is the universe's acknowledgement that of what you both want. It's like the universe is speaking to both of you, like, look, I know this is what you want here, and if you follow my lead, I'll help you get there. And it's not, and for some of you, it may be with someone else, but either way, you're going to get there, right? But there's got to be like acknowledgement of your root chakra here. Always in situations like this, you need to ask yourself, am I overworking my root chakra here? What does that mean? Your ego. Your ego will always lead you in the wrong direction when you're in a situation where you have an ailing relationship. You need to be using your upper chakras here, but at the same time, making sure your lower chakras are functioning in a healthy way, right? So if your root chakra, your ego, your primal instincts are in overdrive, it's going to cloud your judgment. And, your solar plexus, where your self-esteem resides, if that's not in a healthy place, you're going to have, you see where I'm getting here? Like there needs to be an assessment of where your heart and mind are before you start dealing with this. And if you take the time to do that, then you will have the best outcome no matter what it is. And you'll have less pain. Okay? Um, Clarification? No. Okay. So, advice cards. Oh, new Sonia Choquette? Yeah. Okay. Sonia Choquette has a new deck, guys. You know how much I love Sonia. It's a really nice new deck. It's called Ask Your Gods. And this is not a plug for Sonia Choquette. I am just a fan of hers. I like her decks. I like her channel. She's a cool chick. She does not know me. I don't know her personally. It's nothing like that. Anyway, unconditional love. You see? More than one card? No, that's it. Teacher guides. Um, any other decks? No. Okay. I mean, unconditional love is pretty straightforward, but we are going to read from the book because Sonia always has great commentary. We're number 22. 22. Unconditional love. Affection, the keywords are affection, adoration, acceptance, awakening. You are a precious child of the universe. Your teacher guides are here to help you open your heart, drink from the cup of unconditional love, and banish any hidden or lingering low self esteem. What did I just say? It is time to cast aside self criticism and self rejection once and for all and claim your divine heritage. Any negative view you carry of yourself is a leftover from wounds inflicted upon you as a child and is not an accurate reflection of your beautiful divine soul. It never was. Now it's time to accept that you are a holy and precious spirit. Your teacher guides are working with your soul to awaken your true worth and elevate your self esteem. Refuse to see yourself through the eyes of critical others, either from the past or in the present. Only see yourself through the eyes of the unconditionally loving universe, for it is the only accurate reflection of you. Start by listing all of your beautiful qualities and talents. Acknowledge and value your spirit. Know who you are and love yourself unconditionally. Do not rely on others to define your self image or decide your value. No one has the right to determine or diminish your inherent worth. Any attempt by others to make you feel bad about yourself is a projection of their own low self worth and must be ignored. You are a divine being, created and called into being by the loving Mother, Father, God of the universe. Lovely. Your teacher guide's message to you. You are a treasured, priceless, beautiful, and unconditionally loved child of the universe. Believe it. Wow. Beautiful, Sonia. Okay, guys. Looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. I know a lot of this is kind of intimate and personal, but please share whatever you feel comfortable with sharing because I love engaging with you guys and I do answer every single comment. Um, please like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. Um, and let me know your feelings in general about the eclipse and anything out of the ordinary that you notice. I love that. Oh, and my polls. Go have a look at in my community section at my polls. I have two interesting polls. I put them up just because I'm curious about what the collective is thinking. So anyway, I will be speaking to you guys soon. Enjoy the eclipse. Love, light, and many blessings.